This is Rob Rowan with X-Able Sports at the Wheelchair College Basketball Finals in beautiful Oklahoma State University. And with me for the second half is Tracy Chenoweth, the coach from the Wisconsin team. And he's here to do a little color with us. And this is brought to you by United Spinal Association. And here we go, Arizona, which is down by 41-23. They need to do something. What do you think's the key?
It looked like Arizona was going to carry some momentum into the halftime, going on a little 6-0 run there, but then gave up that three ball at the end of the half. That hurt.
I know. Look at that shot. Oh! Lulu cannot buy a basket lately. He's just had a little problem, but the rebound, and it's Illinois ball.
Eric Harris has a tough time down low. He's a big man, but Illinois just has too much size for him down low. So he's Arizona's inside presence right now, but they're really having a hard time establishing him down low.
Nice pass and score with Lee, number 23 there. And that is Laura Spengler, who has 6 points at this point. Serial with 19 is the top scorer from both sides.
Yeah, Serial's having a great game. He's a great player. He's fun to watch. He's fun to compete against.
I'll bet he is, and you'll see him soon probably. That was, I tell you what, that was an interesting, very heads-up move by Israel Schultz. He was going to be fouled. He threw the ball up and knew it was going to happen, and he gets himself out the line.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Izzy's a tough player. Izzy's a tough player. We'll see what he's got from the free throw line here. But this Arizona team's just solid. They don't, they're not real dominant big guys. They don't have any real dominant players. But all 5 guys on the floor right now, plus 2 or 3 guys will bring off the bench, can play. And so that's the tough thing with Arizona is they count for all of them because they got a really balanced attack.
When I talked with Mike Farley beforehand, he said this is the team that gives him the most trouble, and in a strange kind of way. Not that he doesn't hold you for being tough out there, but a team that for some reason he does not match up well. But he seems to have figured out something with a 20-point lead here in the first half.
Yeah, they do. This Arizona team has really played well with Illinois. Not only this year, but even last year, and I think they've come out with a little bit of fire and a little bit of something to prove, and they're playing really well.
Yeah, I think they expect from Wisconsin they're going to have a battle and stuff like that, and you guys are right up there with it. But this is an interesting team. A small team too. It's not a big team.
Yeah, right. And you know what? Arizona's got 3 freshmen on the floor right now too. So some of what they're going through is just a learning curve in terms of playing at the college division, and they'll do nothing but improve, obviously. So
that's an tough. Brendan Downs.
Yeah, Brendan's a good player.
Look at that pass, and it is. Oh, you got to make those shots. You cannot miss.
I think Eric Harris is surprised to find himself so wide open under the basket right there. He hasn't been open a whole lot tonight. And I think he was, like I said, just surprised to find that ball in his hands with nobody behind him. It's tough to finish.
You got to be a Boy Scout out there when it comes to basketball.
Yeah, that's right.
Be prepared.
Looks like Arizona's going to extend up some pressure here a little bit. We'll see if they can change the momentum of this game.
Well, you know what? When we've seen a full court press, it's been pretty effective out there in this tournament. And look at that, nice pass. Cross, moving the ball around nice, Illinois. Serial cross court, and the shot is up and off the rim.
That's what they do. They'll move the ball as well as anybody in the game, college level or not.
Well, Bell's been doing pretty good. He has 8 points, and he's been a pretty tough competitor down there. But oh, look at that, and rejected. That pass did not go anywhere.
Yeah, he's another freshman. He's another freshman in our division. Our freshman's just loaded with our division's just loaded with some very talented freshmen right now.
That's going to bring some.
That's probably in large part a huge credit to the junior division of wheelchair basketball, which is just doing a great job producing young players right now. Doug Garner's the commissioner of that division, and like I said, they're just spitting out talented players after talented players, and it's nice to see when they get to the college level, it's raising the level of our game as well.
Well, you have some history with Illinois.
Yeah. Not only this
talk
year,
about that.
Yeah. This is my 10th year coaching at Whitewater, and I believe it's Mike's 11th year coaching at Illinois. And I think for all 10 of my years, we've battled back and forth. And I don't know how many games we've played, or how many he's won, or how many I've won, but it's been tough every year. He's a great coach and got a great program, and we just enjoy competing against him.
And he has history having been a coach at Wisconsin and
right.
played
there and coached there. Yeah.
So you guys have I'm sure you have a great friendship and respect for each other, as well as.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only that, but I coach the U.S. team at the international level. He coaches the Canadian team at the international level. And those two teams right now are at the top of the world competition.
Now, does he coach the Canadian team because he's got some Canadian?
He's Canadian. Yeah, he's Canadian. He was born in Canada, born and raised in Canada his whole life.
The reason why I said that, if you know anything about quad rugby, look at this 3-point shot. He's up and in. What a nice shot that was. That was as good as it gets.
That's Alex Grunstein. That kid can just shoot the ball. Just shoot the ball.
Well, that's his first points out there, but that's a great way to start it out.
That's his first points because that's the first clean look he's gotten, I think.
Turnover. Serio down there. Waits for some help. And look how everybody shows up and spreads around the court. He's give him enough. Oh, there's a nice hands up there. Out of that. Serio had the chance to shoot, and he's out of the pass. He's selfless.
He tried to find Grunstein, who just hit one. That's what Serio will do. Is he'll try to find the hot hand and find something that works.
There goes another 3-pointer up and off, but the rebound is in and it's up, and that time it's still. Oh, like you said before, it's tough for him underneath. Steve with a little foul there, but a lot of hands.
It's not a foul if it's not called, right?
That's it. Ryan Bell could not convert under
the offensive rebounds are just killing Arizona. Illinois size inside is just really hurting them.
Oh, look at that.
I don't know the stats of how many offensive rebounds Illinois has, but easily double digits.
Steve Serio with the ball. It's 45-23, 22 points. Serio's he looked like he was gonna take it, but
that's his big shot. I'm surprised he passed that up.
He hesitated, and he's fouled. And that shouldn't be a shooting foul.
No.
So, we have a substitution in here, number 42.
Kelly Case.
Kelly Case.
Hold on. Kelly Case is another freshman. Subbing another freshman for a freshman. I think they come with Kelly Case to try to account for some of that size inside.
I have him as Jonathan, so is that his nickname, Kelly? Or?
Yeah.
Kelly Case.
Yeah, I think his birth name is Jonathan, but he goes by Kelly.
That's good.
Now they've got Kelly.
I want to know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
These are a lot of new faces for me, and I'm learning it.
Well, now with Kelly and Eric on the floor, I think they're going to try to establish more of a presence inside. Like I said, Illinois' offensive rebounds are just killing them, so maybe Kelly can be an answer for some of that.
Well, that's
It wasn't great. That's what I thought.
Okay. Checking to see if Alex Grunstein's previous shot was a three-pointer, and indeed it was.
These refs are not, Tony Gonzalez is not giving this scores box any breathing room here. He wants to make sure they're on it. He wants to make sure that his time clock is right, score it right, and they've been all over making sure that the substitutions are well taken care of.
He's a very good, very experienced official, as is Harry Jenkins and Greg Hall. We have some very good officials here for this weekend of play.
Okay, he's looking for an open shot. There he goes. Back it out. Grunstein at the top of the key. He looks. Oh, look at that. He finds hope. We've got plenty of time left. 18 seconds. Still lots of time. Serio with a 3-point shot. No, but no rebound. And going down, spinning the ball. So interesting to see the way they handle the ball. I'm so used to watching people turning it over and it's calming and all that. We don't have any of that here.
Right. There's Kelly Case with an offensive rebound. Like I said, came in the game to give an inside presence and had immediate impact.
A shot and score. Ryan Prelo.
Ryan and Steve
puts it in.
It's a tough basket.
That's
a tough basket. And that all started with Kelly Case's offensive rebound. So, like I said, hopefully they'll be able to establish a little more inside presence.
That may be a really smart substitution. You may see how that.
Illinois is loaded with a number of guys that are going to come
Matt Bucci's back in. They took out Grunstein. We have in number 5. You probably know who that is.
Drew Dokos.
Drew Dokos
and Jaime Baltazar is back in the game.
Jaime Baltazar, from the Chicago inner city.
Yeah.
Solid student, but He's a guy who comes to this, with a lot of issues to deal with. And look at him out here at a top university making his statement.
This Illinois team's loaded with a bunch of guys like the three that just came in that are just going to come in and play a solid role around Brian Bell and Steve Serio. Those guys will look at 40 minutes a game, and Steve and Brian will play 40 minutes a game while the other three spots they sort of rotate through and keep everybody fresh.
46-25, 14 and a half left about. Serio with the ball, and he is a pleasure to watch. I will tell you what.
He is.
A shot, and it is off the rim. And here goes, look at this, Israel Schultz, and he's going to take a nice easy layup out of that and puts it in.
We've gotten a couple of those little leak outs today on long Illinois shots.
Yeah. Oh, he's fast. I like the way he moves, too.
He's very quick, and being a double amp, really high double amp, he doesn't have any weight in the lower part of his chair. He doesn't have any legs, obviously, so a lot of those double amps tend to be quick because they're pushing around, 50 or 60 pounds as opposed to 150.
Serio with a shot, and it is no good. Rebound. Bell. In.
Another offensive rebound for Brian Bell. I don't know how many offensive rebounds he has, but it's a bunch.
An interesting stat. He hasn't scored as strongly as, but he's really about that.
Yeah, backing in. Good job.
Okay. And here we are. We have a foul on Arizona. And Mike Froggy is giving a few words to the refs, making sure that they're aware of.
Looked like Israel Schultz right there might have gotten away with a little back end.
Yeah.
But got the benefit of the call, no problem.
Yeah. Prelo with the ball up and in. 2 points for Ryan Prelo. 13 and a half left.
Illinois has done a good job.
They got it to 19 points.
Illinois did a good job earlier pressuring Ryan Prelo. He's a kid that wants to sit and shoot the ball. He's one of the best shooters in our college division. So Illinois came out from the start and pressured him and took him away from the perimeter.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There was some hands on that ball, and Bell could not do it, and he got fouled.
He got fouled. There's a clean block up top by the hand, but Eric Harris got him down on the chair, give him a little push on the fifth wheel.
Remember, this is brought to you by United Spinal Association and xable.com, and we've got Tracy Chenoweth from Wisconsin coach, and I'm Rob Rowan. And thank you for watching this, and stay tuned. You're seeing great basketball, great plays, and both teams are out there trying their hardest. And this sets the tone for what you're going to see later on when it comes to the finals. So watch it, and then you'll understand what you're going to see. And there it goes. Nice start. Put that shot in. 50-29. Brandon Downs looking for an opportunity.
I think we're getting to the point of the game where if Arizona's going to be able to do anything, they're going to need to make a push here pretty quick. Otherwise, this thing's going to be
Downs with a shot off the rim.
Be done.
Well, backboard, it doesn't go in. And here comes Fighting Alani. Serio, pass in. Oh, look at that. It's a beautiful pass. You have to give them credit for that. And they kept retaining the control of the ball.
Yeah, Arizona just couldn't hold on to the board. They finally got themselves a rebound, couldn't hold on to it, dropped it out of bounds.
And Dokas, he grabbed a hold of that. So, tell me what we had started talking about Laura Spengler. Tell me what is the ruling on that? So explain to people how somebody with legs can play and do that. Oh, look at that.
Well, the
3-point opportunity to not go in.
In order to play the sport, you have to have a permanent physical lower body disability.
Okay.
Physical impairment of the lower body, and so there's several people that play our sport that walk. Lars is one of them. He's a very low-level spinal cord injury. So the level of innovation that affects his injury is very, very low, and so he walks. He's got to control most of his muscles, just not the ones in the lower part of his leg. So he walks just fine. Brian Bell is a kid with an amputee, so he'll pop on a prosthetic leg after this game and walk out of the gym. But obviously he's got a physical lower body impairment that doesn't allow him to run or jump or compete with his able-bodied counterparts.
Oh, look at that pass to Bell. Bell puts it up and in. 52-29. So what would you recommend Arizona do at this point if they're going to try to stop this down?
Well,
okay, there's substitutions there, and we have a timeout here.
Illinois is playing tough. I mean, they're gonna have to come up and get real good ball movement. They got 3 or 4 guys Arizona does right now on the floor that can all shoot from the outside, but it looks like they're coming down and trying to set up one guy. And if he doesn't have a look, they're all kind of reacting to that situation as opposed to getting a lot of movement right there. There's a lot of ball side movement, but there's no weak side movement right now. They're all kind of sitting there staring at them, and so they need to get more weak side movement, create more open shots. Even there, when there's no weak side movement like that, that's what's going to end up happening.
Yeah, they're clogging up the passing lane. Look at that, nice movement, nice transition, and a nice score by Steve Serio, Illinois. 52-29.
Those are 2 guys, Brian Bell and Steve Serra, that you do not want to get into a run and gun game with. Both of them get up and down the floor. They can reach, they can defend, they can score. Both of them are real fun to watch.
You know, it reminds me of the old Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan kind of a relationship. We've seen with a lot of players where they had a big guy and a fast guy, and they just sort of seem to work it and
well, I enjoy watching them a lot more from this seat than I do from the opposing bench.
Yeah, well, depending on what you do later on. You'll see him for the finals.
Hopefully it'll be short.
And your game coming up, want to talk about that?
Yeah, we play a UTA team, so by no means.
The Mavericks.
I know you and I are talking about the possibility of a showdown with Illinois tomorrow, but we've got to get by UTA first, which is one of the most historic, traditional programs.
That's a number 3 seeded team, and they've got a 15-5 record. And how have you done with them this year?
We've played them twice, and we played pretty well both times. That's a program, like I said, that's a program with a lot of history. Coach Hayes has been there a long, long time. I believe he's approaching, if he hasn't reached 30 years yet, he's been approaching it. So Coach Hayes is one of the best coaches, one of the best men in the sport, and so when we play them, we get up for them. We get up for them every time. I mean, if you look through the history books of our college division, it's been us against them in the championship a lot in the last 10 years, and so just based on nothing other than that, we get up every time we play UTA. They're just one of our rivals, and so the times we've played them this year, by getting up for them and hammering down from the start, we've been able to get off to a good start, take control of the game early, and finish it down the stretch. So we'll hopefully be able to do that again tonight.
They got to make those. They got to convert.
Yeah, they finally got some really good movement, involved the middleman a little bit, got some movement off the ball, and got a bunny. Brought in Michael Applegate, who's seeing his first action of the day. He's a player that's been a starter for him in years past.
Okay.
Sort of been relegated into a reserve role. With the talent that Coach Brown has brought in, he's another kid that can shoot the ball. I'm sure he's not on the floor to get rebounds.
No. Well, there we got someone down, and
It's a good call. It's the right call.
so Mike Applegate was 2004 Junior National Wheelchair Champions.
It's a good call.
Wants to be a coach. So in fact, with Matt Bucci, we talked about him. He wants to be assistant coach probably for this Illinois team in the future.
Yeah, he's a player that's been there now for 5 years. He's a great young kid, great head on his shoulders as far as the game goes. And if he hangs around this Illinois program and helps them out, they'll be better for it. He's a good kid. It's been fun watching him develop over the last 5 years. He came out of the Sterling Heights program in Michigan, which is one of the most historic, traditional junior programs at the college, at the junior level.
Look at that. He's got himself open, put the shot up, and just didn't go in.
Yeah, he's
a tough
pressing.
shot sometimes.
Yeah, Ryan's pressing now because he hasn't gotten many open looks. So when he does, there's just a real desire to get that in the hole because he doesn't get many open looks. So.
Pass in to Matt with a shot. No. 54-29, 10 minutes and a half. And I'll tell you what, Arizona needs to put some pressure on here.
Oh, they're able to break it.
Look at that, coming down. Fakes, shoots, and doesn't score. In and out. Someone put the lid back on that basket.
Yeah, it's a good defense by Brian Bell right there.
Yeah. He stayed tough with him.
Foul on Michael Applegate in transition. Illinois is bringing Joey Gugliotta in the game here.
And
looks like Joey needs a haircut.
Joey Gugliotta, Tom Spur, and number 45, Aaron Pike. There's three substitutions coming in.
3 more guys that are going to come in and run around with Brian Bell.
Yeah, see what. Seems like Steve, I don't think has sat out for a minute yet. He plays the whole game.
Yeah, him and Brian typically play all 40 minutes. So they'll keep those two spots consistent. They'll take 3 guys at a time off the bench and rotate them through the other spots.
That's almost like another team, you know, bring him.
Yeah. They keep those other 3 guys fresh. Try to have them be able to keep up with Brian and Steve.
Okay, Serial with the ball. Looking for a hole there. And the shot is up and in and out. You can't get a whole lot more in than that and come back out, but that's... We were looking for an opportunity. Steve is blocking him every which way.
A lot of ball pressure. A lot of ball pressure right now.
Brendan was doing good in terms of it, and he put the 3 up, and he puts it in. That shot was brought to you by the United Spinal Association. There we go. Oh, there's a little bit of accident there, and
42 with a chair. 1-1.
we're at a penalty situation, so we're going to see a little bit of foul shooting there by Tom Smurr, who is also a Canadian. No, he's on the junior national championship team. Very fast player.
Yeah, he played for the Milwaukee Wizards program that won the junior national championship. Actually, here in this gym about a year ago. He's a very good young player. Awesome student too. Yeah. Very good student. He's a 4.0 student. Got a 32 on his ACT. Just an all-around awesome young man.
And this program requires a lot of work on their basketball skills too.
That's right. He's a very hard worker on and off the floor, in and out of the classroom.
55-32, 9 minutes and 19 seconds left in this game. And Illinois with a commanding lead at this point. I don't think we're going to see anything happen. Oh, look at that. There was tapped and lost control. Ryan lost control. And here comes Illinois and a foul.
Tommy Smurr is going to go back to the line for a bonus.
So tell me about the U.S. Paralympic team. Yeah, I hear you have tryouts coming up.
We have tryouts coming up April 10th at the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs. We'll have about 30 kids try out for that team, 30 guys try out for that team. 12 will make that team. So on April 12th, which I believe is that Saturday, on April 12th, we'll announce the 12 people that will be going to Beijing to represent our country at the Paralympics. So that'll be a pretty exciting time for 12 people and at this point in time for some others, and there's no doubt in my mind after having been involved in several national team tryouts for the last few years that this will be probably the most difficult selection process.
Yeah, that has to be tough.
There's so many kids working so hard, and we have very talented veteran players.
But it's also finding some chemistry is what you're looking for, right?
Absolutely. Chemistry is a huge piece. When you're going to take 12 people and travel the world and try to put together what hopefully be a championship run. Esteban Mena, who just came into the game, seen his first action of the game.
Yeah. I don't know much about Esteban. But,
he's another freshman.
That was a nice little basket there. Serial back to the key. The shot is up and out. Here they come. Arizona Wildcats with the ball. Coming down. Brennan Downs, and he goes over and he loses control. And that's
a violation. If there's looked like there was a little bit of contact there, probably not enough to call a foul, but it caused his chair to go down. And no part of your chair can touch the ground with the ball while you're in possession of the ball, other than the big wheels. And so when he tips down and the front bar of his chair touches the ground, that's called a tipping violation.
I have seen people call timeout as they're going down.
Yeah. A lot of people do that.
Easy.
That's the equivalent of like an able-bodied kid, falling out of bounds, calling a timeout.
Yeah. And it's pass to Bell, and there is a nice defensive move there, and there goes Esteban with the ball. He waits, looks to see who's up there. Trying to give him a block there, a pick.
Matt G's in the game right there. Another kid I think seen his first game today.
Matt G, number 30.
There's Mike Lapplegate.
3-point shot, and it out. Oh boy, that ball.
He's in the game to shoot it.
And he took a shot at it, and it looked like he had it. And Steve Serio finds his way in, but he cannot convert that. He cannot make it go in.
Looked like there might have been some contact on that, but
Let's go, boys.
Serial
Let's go.
fight it off and get a good
stop.
shot up towards the rim.
Yeah.
Didn't get a call.
Just gotta keep playing.
That's a jump, B. That's a jump.
Illinois really pressuring the perimeter right now, not letting Arizona take a look at any threes that might get them back into the
And
game.
in. I'll tell you what, he does come in and shoot, this young man. And,
Michael Applegate,
Michael
he can shoot
Applegate.
it.
All right. Oh, look at that. Oh, just cannot complete it. Just could not complete it. Number 45 there, and Pike with an opportunity to put 2 down. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left. We're a 21-point game, and I'll tell you what, Illinois has not stopped. They may have not done something, but they're coming back.
They won't let up here for a little while till this game's
There's a
set.
turnover.
Illinois come back in with Lars Spenger trying to close the deal out here.
Spengler in. And see if his teammates know how when he puts Swedish on the ball, what that means.
32, who you going in for?
Gonna give Brian Bell a break here.
Yeah.
He might be done for the day unless they're just gonna give him a breath and let him come back, but they may not need him again yet
Kept
today.
Steve in. He's the
Ryan Chalmers
quarterback of
in
this
the game.
game.
Ryan Chalmers out of the Bennett program, another very reputable, very solid junior program. Brandon Wagner, number 34, is in the game now. Very good young player for the Canadian national team.
Oh, that was in and out. That was a nice looking shot there from number 32, Ryan Chalmers. But Ryan, the coaching on him is he's learning to defend 3-pointers. Finally, a basket from Arizona.
Kelly Case with a nice athletic one-handed catch and finish.
Chalmers is a 2-sport athlete, a track,
Very good track athlete.
and what his coach says is he can room him with anybody. There's a jump ball, nice defense there, Illinois. He said he can room him with anybody.
Yeah, Ryan's a great young kid. For another freshman. Seems like I've said that about everybody today, but another great young freshman. He's a great Mafia player as well, Ryan is. Yeah. Mafia's the card games we play when we get among good groups of kids sometimes, and he's a great Mafia player.
Here I was trying to think of what that meant in basketball. I'm thinking, okay, I'm off here. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Either give him the ball or beat you up or what? Look at that pass. Serio puts it up and banks it in for another 2-point shot. And
Tell you what, if you let Serio get to the left side of the floor, you might as well put 2 points on the board.
Well, he missed a couple early on. But interesting enough, he's had a lot of those, and he's passed it up because I think he felt like, he did need it. What do we have here? We have a little
He's a player that's just going to take what you give him, and he's not going to force anything. He's one of the guys that'll be invited to Colorado to try out for the U.S. national team in about a month. He's a very solid young player, very good.
I bet it'd be fun for you to get a chance to coach some of these guys that you that you played against.
Absolutely, that's one of my favorites.
Who from your team is coming out?
From our team, we've got several. We've got Joe Chambers.
Yeah,
Nice shot there by Esteban Mania. Yeah, Matt Scott will try out. Matt Lesbrance will try out, along with Jaime Mazzi. Several players from this Illinois team will try out, including Tom Smurf, Steve Serio, Brian Bell, and Aaron Pike, along with Jaime Baltazar.
The shot is up, and that time it doesn't drop.
From the UTA team we're playing tonight, Danny Fick will be invited to try out. He's a very good young player, as well as James Patton, who's a Class 1 player.
I'm excited to see Fick play, and of course, I had a lot of fun watching that Nike Matt Scott commercial.
Yeah,
that has some.
That was a great opportunity for our sport to get some exposure, and I feel like Matt did a great job at it. Like I said, that was a great opportunity for our sport to be seen by someone outside of the people that normally see our sport, just the general public,
And it really is a message. Look at that, puts it in under some heavy pressure.
Nice tilt move. Nice tilt moves by Lars Spenger.
Lars showing a lot of poise there, as you say. And here comes Arizona with under 4 minutes left. They're down 21. Is there a respectable score to lose by?
Esteban Mena.
Look at that shot! No, Esteban does not make it happen. You want it to, when you're losing, you want to keep it under 20? Is that the?
Yeah, I mean, I guess at this point you're potentially playing for some moral victories, but.
You lost him!
Lars with the ball, he gets it up there and in. 23. 3 minutes and 20.
Illinois is going to come back here with Brian Bell and Matt Bushy.
I see that.
Potentially give Steve Serio a break to the end of his day.
No ball! No ball! No bailout! Shoot it!
Mania again.
Yeah, and the shot is up, and that looked like he had a nice line on it, but it just wouldn't drop. Here we have a timeout here.
Coach Frogley's just calling a timeout to get these subs in the game. I don't know if he's going to keep them here very long.
Yeah.
Come back.
I see he has a couple red shirts out here, learning what they're going to expect when they start playing.
Yeah, absolutely. Our sport is not unlike any other sport where a lot of times you bring kids in and get them settled in academically, get them settled to a new environment.
There's a 32nd, I guess, huh?
And then get them started playing in their second year in the program. So Illinois has got a bunch of those kids. We've got some of those kids.
It's so interesting. You're so often used to these 30-second timeouts being like much longer in professional sports because of TV. And this sport deserves that. It deserves the Matt Scotts and the other players like that, the Serios and all the other great players to have the Nike and the Adidas and the whatever.
Absolutely. I would contend that some of the athletes in this sport, a lot of the athletes in this sport are as hard-working as any sport, any athletes you'll find in any other sport. So I think you're right.
It's been at 40th for a while here, and I cannot see Arizona keep doing about it. That's what we hope to do with some of the broadcasts we're doing, is to bring an awareness. Look at Lars. One hands that ball in the air, takes it up and converts it.
He's finishing this game strong.
Yeah, I know. He's basically been on fire.
Yeah, he's finishing this game real strong. He's the most solid inside presence Illinois has.
Look at that. He's blocking out two players at once. He's blocking out two players at once. The shot is up, and it is short. And Lars with the thing. Long pass. No, he didn't have an opportunity. He was looking for someone to streak. But I guess Steve's out of the game, and that might have been the one.
Yeah. Steve's probably done for the day. Just a great effort, and he'll be a force to reckon with in the championship game tomorrow.
Minute 30 left. Moving the ball around. Matt with the ball. Matt looking.
There goes
opportunity. Pass is up. Shot is up, and no good. But the rebound, Brian Bell, and he finishes it. And we have a minute left, just about.
He's as solid as anybody going up and getting that ball when it's up there loose.
All right, so here we go. We're down to a minute. We need to start thinking about a player of the game from Illinois. You've watched the game. I've watched the game. Steve Serio, of course, was fantastic out there.
I think we could give the others due respect and think about him for a second if we wanted to, but I think Steve Serio is sort of a hands-down pick.
I would say Lars came in, was strong. I mean, Brian Bell was a great player. Made a lot happen, but I'll tell you what, Steve Serio shot, he played defense, moved the ball, got past it, and was selfless. And I will tell you what, let's have him over here when the game is over. And
I think that's a good
move
call.
out a little bit so he can be seen by the camera. So, Mike, we're going to ask for Steve Serio to be our post-game interview. So,
Do we do our talk first?
short, sweet. He says no here. Tracy says no.
Nice two-handed shot.
Well, we could do a quick one. It's up to you. That was a nice shot. That was the first time they scored in probably, 3 or 4 transitions up and down?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. And that's,
went cold there for a little bit.
there it is, 2 points. Case with those 2 points breaks a drought there. And you hope for more 45 seconds left. Illinois with the ball. They're up 15.
They could sit on this for a while.
Up 25. I bet they wish they were up 15. Matt with the ball. Is he going to take the shot? 15 seconds left. He could have taken it. Decided not to. They're playing it down, and we have a time clock violation there.
11 seconds on the clock. Reset.
We have a time clock blew up there.
Inadvertent reset on the shot clock,
Yeah.
which is good. Brian Bell doesn't need any more points.
Haha. We're having a good time here, and this is Rob Rowland and Tracy Chenoweth, Wisconsin coach. We're at xable.com, and here you are. Look at that three-point shot. Brian Bell, I think he said he wanted some more.
I think we took the 2 away from him, and he said, "I'll take 3."
Yeah. 13 seconds left. We're seeing a dominating Illinois team here. Not much you could say. They try to put it back for 3. They don't. I think that's about the end of the game with 3, 2, 1. And we have seen Illinois say, we're going to the championship game. There's no question about it. They're going to be there.
Illinois is the most storied program in our division, and it's been a while since they've found themselves in the championship game. And
They've
Coach
had a
Frogley's
great
worked.
year.
They've had a great year. Coach Frogley's worked hard to bring in a great young freshman class of players, and they're a well-deserved group. So Illinois will be a very, very good representative of our division in the championship game tomorrow.
All right, well, stay tuned for our player of the game, and this is Rob Rowland, ex-Able member. The United Spinal Association has been a big supporter and have helped us to make this happen. So when you see them, thank them. We'll be right back for post-game.